Уважаемые главы делегации,
Dear heads of delegations, ladies and gentlemen, friends,
приветствую вас на
I welcome you at the reception to celebrate the Victory Day. I'm happy to celebrate this holiday next to my friends and reliable partners. It is well known that the peoples of the Soviet Union made a significant major contribution to defeating Nazism, but we have never divided this great victory into our victory, in someone else's victory. That's why we appreciate the contribution of all the participants of anti-Hitler coalition, resistance fighters, partisans. The memory of the Allied relations, of this brotherhood, will forever be preserved by us. Peoples of various age groups and nationalities, men and women, young men and women, older men and women, fought for justice, for the right of the peoples, for sovereignty and self-determination, and they fought in the name of their love to their motherland. And this is our spiritual and moral milestone. We are united by the common history, by the memory of those who fought for their countries and for the entire mankind. We share this responsibility for preserving the truth about World War II and the Great Patriotic War, to make sure that the next generations knew that the solidarity of the peoples and of the nations is a strong force that can overcome everything. We can stand and we must stand against the attempts to distort the memory of World War II, because the Nazis and their accomplices made and committed awful crimes during World War II, and these crimes cannot be justified. The genocidal crimes cannot be justified, and they were condemned by the rulings of the Nuremberg trials. And this year we mark the 85th anniversary of the date when the Nazi Germany attacked the Soviet Union, and we share the grief about the millions of people who lost their lives, and we remember what racism, xenophobia can bring about when some nations decide that other nations have no right to exist or be sovereign. And the multipolar architecture of today must be based on the Charter of the United Nations Organization in its fullness and in its entirety. The security must be equal and indivisible, and cultural diversity and ethnic diversity of the planet must be taken into consideration, and the nations must have the right to determine their own future. We must follow what our ancestors told us, because they told us to preserve, to upkeep the peace. I would like to suggest a toast to the generation of victors for the truth and justice, for prosperity and friendship of countries and of nations. Happy holiday, my dear friends. Happy Victory Day.